Greetings, our Hebrews, like brothers and sisters. This is the high priest, L.D. Smith, the watchman on the wall. Family, as always, grab that King James. But first and foremost, I want to give a shout out to the whole family. Happy Sabbath, Israel. That being said, we're going to go right into our teaching. Now, family, now you guys know we're dealing with the Ten Commandments now. All right? All praise, all praise. Oh, I tell you, I just praise the Most High God. I just love the Most High God because the Most High God is true. He's real. He is real, family. And baby boy, when you stick to his word, you can't go wrong. And you won't go wrong. It is, family, I'm telling you, it is virtually impossible. Did you hear what I say? It is virtually impossible for you to go wrong when you're doing it just like God say do it. It is impossible. It will not happen. Did you hear me? It will not happen if you do it like God said so. I'm telling you. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it to you. Oh, and I tell you, I just praise him. It makes me feel so good. I mean, when you really, really love the Most High God and you really, really want to do it and you're trying all you can to do it exactly like he say do it, and no matter what kind of adversity, no matter what kind of challenges or trial you're going through, you are still willing to push all that aside and still worship your God. Baby, I'm telling you, God will show up. God will show up in your life. I don't give a damn what you're going through. He'll show up. He'll show himself. He'll show himself. Yes, I'm real. I'm real. I'm real. When you do it like he says. But when you worship another God, you will never have that experience. You won't. But when you denounce all these other gods and love only your God, you will experience that. You will experience it. Did you hear what I say? You want me to show it to you? I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it to you. But are you ready? Are you ready to make the change? Huh? See, because there's going to come a time when you're going to have to use this here if you want to survive what's coming. You're going to have to be willing, to accept this change. I don't give a damn what you've been taught. I don't give a damn what you have been believing. You're going to have to believe this. And you're going to have to mean it with all that is within you. You can't be afraid. You can't be scared. See, because things are going to come that you're going to be, no. Don't be afraid. Be afraid of him. That's where your fear comes in at. It says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of what? Bingo, right there. You just won the prize. You just won the prize. He is everything. He's everything. Now let's go here now. Remember what I said. I want you guys to think about the reading. Listen to the words that are coming out of your mouth. Just think about it. Because we're doing the 10 Commandments. And like I said, we're not going to go through this fast. Normally, these be 30 minutes, but this one here probably going to be 45 minutes, because I have to finish this. I don't want to go, but I have to prepare you. I have to get you ready, see, because I want you to be ready to see this. And when you see it with your eyes and when you hear it with your ears, because I want you to read along with me, I want you to use every ounce of imagination that is in you to see this thing, and it's going to come alive in you. You're going to see it with full understanding. And you're going to see why he says, don't bow down and worship them. But when you give an honor to some entity that you know nothing about, that is called Queen of Heaven or Mother of Heaven. You're giving worship to all of this. You're giving honor to this, and the Most High is saying, you only give honor to me. Those are in your commandments. It said, love the Lord thy God. It didn't say, love the Lord thy God and. How could you get off track? What could possibly take you off track? What? Is it something that you don't like about what I said, or what? What is it? I'm only the mail carrier. I'm bringing the mail. See, you don't get mad with the mailman when your bills come. You get mad with the one that's billing you. You don't. You might say, well, I sure hate to see the mailman come because these bills are coming around. But you don't really have hate for him. You hate because he's bringing you the mail. But let me see what I'm talking about. Exodus chapter 20, verse 1. And God spake all these words, singing. Now, these are the words that God told Moses to write down. So man did write it, but he was inspired and he was instructed what to write. So let's don't get it twisted. And don't change, because he says, when you change what I said, then you have changed my word. I didn't say that. I said this. Verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which hath brought thee out of the land of Egypt and out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other God before me. Not me and somebody else. But look what he says here. And see, I'm not even worried about Queen of Heaven and Queen Mother. I'm talking about all these others. All these other things that have been erected. The Jesus, also Buddha, Shaman, Shiva, all of them have been erected. If they want to do it, let them do it. But I told y'all are my people. I listen. I formed y'all for myself. For myself, I didn't form y'all for somebody else. That's in Isaiah 40, I think 44, 45. It's over there. Read it. It's there. He says, I formed this people for myself. Look what he says here. Verse 4 says, Thou shalt not make unto you, any graven images or any likeness of anything that is in the heavens above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the waters under the earth. Verse 5, here we go. Thou shalt not bow down thyself unto them, nor serve them, for I am the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers with an S, because you have a father. I have a father too. You have a mother. I have a mother too. Okay. All right. On thy father and thy mothers. All right. Upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. Now let's get here to worshiping another God. See, when you get this right here in you, when you get this in you, no matter what, you're going to do just what he says him. Thou shalt have no other God before me. You're going to put me first. In everything, you're going to put me first. Now let us go here now. Let's go to the book of Daniel. Watch this right now. Now watch this. We're going to the book of Daniel. Daniel, the third chapter. Now watch it right now. We're gonna start with verse 1, and then we're just gonna keep on going down. All right. Now let's say Nebuchadnezzar, king, made an image of gold, whose height was 60 cubits, and the breadth thereof was 6 cubits. He set it upon the plains of Dur, in the province of Babylon. Uh, Babylon. Babylon. Okay. Now watch this right here. Then Nebuchadnezzar king sent and gathered together the prince and the governors and the captains and the judges and the treasurers and the counselors and the sheriffs. Oh, we got sheriffs here in our dispensation too. Huh? That's where to get them from. And all the rulers of the province to come to the dedication of the image which Nebuchadnezzar king had set up. The princes, the governors, and the captains, and the judges, and the treasurers, and the counselors, and the sheriffs, and all the rulers of the province were gathered together unto the dedication of the image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. And there stood before the image that Nebuchadnezzar had set up. Then an herald cried aloud, to you it is command, O people, nations, and languages, that at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, the flutes, the olive hymn, all of them. When you hear that sound, ye fall down and worship the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar, king has set up. Now we see. Now let's go back. Now let us examine Exodus chapter 20, verse 5. He says, "You should not bow down, nor worship any graven images." How many of y'all believe that? See, because you have to believe what God says and honor what he says and respect what he says, then you can do what he says. And see, by doing so, what God says, way back in Exodus, will save your life, and it sure save their lives, and it will save my life also. Just by doing what he said back there in the book of Exodus. Know why? He don't change. If you want God to move in your life and you want God to move on the promises that he had said, you gotta take him at his word. You gotta do what he says he wants you to do. No matter what you face, you have to still reverence God. Why? Because I'm doing everything. I'm going to do this to you to prove you, to see whether you believe what you say, that you love me, that you reverence me. If you are saying that out of your mouth, then your actions should match that. See, that's why he says, with your lips, you worship me. But in your heart, you are far from me. Remember when we did teachings, I did several teachings about the heart. If any of you guys are just coming in, go back and watch the videos about how I was telling you about the heart and how we got to condition our hearts to get to where we are now. See, one has to understand that whatever's in your heart, whatever's in your heart, if you don't guard it and it's some bad shit, it's going to come out. That's why David says, thy word have I hid in my heart, that I might not sin against you. Because why? All the issues of life come out of your heart. See, because if your heart is fucked up, and that's what I said, I ain't changing nothing. Because that's how I gotta talk to you to get you to understand. This is not a joke. This is not a picnic. This is not a party. This is not a play. This is real. If you don't guard your heart is going to make you ashamed. I ain't lying. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Because something is going to come out of you and it's going to surprise you. And others going to say, you know, I never would have thought that about them. I'm telling you. Your heart will surprise you. That's why you got to guard it. And you got to be forever putting this word in your heart. Reconditioning your heart with this word. So you will say and do and act the right way. That you won't just act out and just act just any kind of way. No, you will act the right way. And you will say the right things at the right time. See, because a word that is spoken in the right season, it brings joy. It brings comfort. It brings smoothness to it. It soothes you. But it has to be at the right time. But let's keep on. And whoso falleth not down and worship shall the same. I will be cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Therefore, at the time when all the people hear the sound of the cornet, the harp, all about there, let's get on down there and fall down and worship the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar, king, had set up. Let's go ahead and read verse 8 because we're going to go on down. We're going to get on down to 18. How we doing on time? Okay, good. Therefore, at the time of the cornet, everybody else come near and accuse the Jews. They spake and said, now remember now, the Jews are who? The descendants of the Benjamites. Because when you go back and you read Esther, if you read, her lineage came from King Saul. So she was of the tribe of the Benjamites. And see, they call them Jews. Just like you can go somewhere and they'll call you, from that region, they may call you anything. But that doesn't mean that that's who you are. But let's keep on going. They spake and said to the king Nebuchadnezzar, O king, live forever. Thou, O king, hast made a decree that every man that shall hear the sound of the cornet, the flute, the harp, the suckbucks, all over there, shall fall down and worship the golden image. And whoso falleth not down and worship, that he should be cast into the midst of the burning of the fiery furnace. There are certain Jews, whom thou hast set over the affairs of the province of Babylon, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These men, O king, have not regarded thee. They serve not thy God, small God, okay, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. See, they did what? They had purpose in their heart. See, when you're purpose in your heart, then that means that you done made a decision that I'm not going to do that. See, you have the purpose in your heart. You have to condition your heart that look, the line in the sand is wrong. That's far as I'm going. I ain't going over there. I'm not going to do it. And see, this is how you got to be with the Most High. You got to draw a line in the sand and say, he is the only true and living God. And he is the only God that I shall worship. I shall worship no other God besides him. And him alone is the one that I'm going to worship. See that? But you got a purpose in your heart. They had purpose in their heart. Under no circumstances, I don't care. Even though they had already knew that, look, if you don't do this, this is what's going to happen. They say, well, okay, well, let it happen. See, that's when you're committed. When you're committed to God, you don't worry about circumstances. You don't worry about what's going to happen. You don't. Because you're committed to him. You believe what? What he says. Do you not know that you will call a person a fool when they believe in a person so much they'll walk out in front of a damn car when they call them? They're running out in front of a car and get hit trying to cross the street to come to them? Because they're so committed, they're not aware of any of their surroundings. Only thing they're thinking about is going over there to that individual that called them. They don't see danger. They don't recognize danger. They don't recognize nothing but the voice that called them and say, come here. That's committed. When you are committed, the only voice that you hear is, obey me. Do what I say do. And he says, thou shalt not have any other God before me. Well, okay, well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to ever have anybody before you. I'm not going to bow down to anyone but you. No matter what it costs me. See? That's how your heart has to be fixed on the Most High God. No matter what it costs me, he's worth it. No matter what I have to go through, he's worth it. But is he worth it to you? See, because it is work involved. And see, some people, they don't like work. They don't. See, you got to put something in order to get something out. Oh, but all I want to do, I just want to get something out. It don't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You got to put something in order to get something out. Oh, but I love the Most High. But it proved to me that you love me. Prove it. You say you love me, prove it then. And just like he told our ancestors, he took them out in the wilderness to prove them, to see whether you love me or not. They got out there and they started doing what? They started murmuring about this. They started murmuring about that. Oh, we're tired of this bread. We're tired of this. We want some meat. We want some meat. Gave them quail and told them, just go out there and get what you want. But don't try to put nothing up. Just get what you need. No, they did. They didn't trust him. They didn't think, well, tomorrow he's gonna do the same thing over. He might do it, but I'm gonna just get some and put some up. And guess what happened to it? He made it spoil. He made it spoil. So to prove to you that you don't trust me, but when you trust God with all, you don't give a damn what come or go. Huh? You don't. You don't give a damn about anything but what he said. That's why he said, wait on the Lord. And be of good courage. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Just wait. But we're so impatient. And y'all saw it. I told you guys about it earlier. You guys saw it. When Moses went up for 40 days with the Most High, they told Aaron, we don't know what has become of this fellow Moses. Make us a God that he can go before us. Couldn't wait, could not wait. Couldn't wait. Yes. We get beat up. We get bruised all the time. But you still got to trust God. You got to wait. You got to wait and show him, I'm trusting you. I'm trusting you. I don't care what comes or goes. I don't care about nothing. I am trusting you. That's the attitude you got to take. You got to forget about yourself. I ain't trusting myself. Hell no, no. I don't trust myself. I trust you. I trust you I don't trust myself. I'm trusting you. Because I'm going to tell you something. And you better believe this. If you trust in yourself, you're set up for failure. And I can promise you, you will fail. You will fail. But let's keep on. Then King Nebuchadnezzar, in his rage and fury, commanded to bring Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Then they brought these men before the king. King spake and said unto them, Is it true? See that? Is this true? Is this true? See, because I heard something about y'all. Is it true? But see, but when you are up against a king, when you're up against where the odds are astronomical against you, it's almost like 1,010 to 1. You still take the attitude as, well, okay, let's go for it. But you can see here, even with the odds against them, they still will not buckle. They still will not buckle and fall under. See, one has to be strong. Be strong in the Lord and of a good courage. See, that's the attitude you got to have. You got to not be concerned about yourself, but be concerned about you keeping his word. That's what you be concerned about. You got to be concerned about keeping his word. Forget all about you. Because remember, it is not about you, it is about what he said. It's about him. Look what he said. Is this true? O Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? Did not ye serve my God, nor worship the golden image which I have set up? Now if ye be ready, that at what time ye hear the sound of the cornets and whatever all of it is, he telling them, if you be ready. He says, and worship the image which I have made. See that? Well, what I have made. Well, but if ye worship not, ye shall be cast the same hour into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. And who is that God that shall deliver you out of my hand? Insult. Insult. Telling them, if you do what I say, then everything is well. But if you don't, then this is what you're going to get. Huh? And see, you will have situations where, I'm talking about situations that you got to deal with. Well, you got to say, well, okay, well, if I do this, then I won't get this. But if I don't do this, then we're going to starve. Are we not going to have a place to stay? Are we not going to have a car to drive? Are we not going to have, it's all about what you're not going to have. And see, when you get in that area, you're going to be tricked by what's here in your mind and in your heart. You're going to be tricked because you're only concerned about you instead of being concerned about what did God say? What did my God say? The one that I say that I claim that I am so in love with. The one that I am ready to lose everything for him. Even though I know everything belongs to him. But look what he says here. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we're not careful. See that? We're not careful. We don't have to be careful. We don't have to be careful when we're speaking with you on this matter concerning our God. We can speak to you any kind of way we want to. See, we don't have to have second thoughts. We don't have to have well, maybe I should say it this way, or maybe I should say it that way. No, we just tell it just like it is. See, and when you tell it like it is, then God is going to stand behind you, because God is the God of truth. And all of his words are truth. Psalms 119. All of his words is truth. Now look what he says to him. To answer thee in this matter. If it be so, our God, whom we serve, is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thy hand, O king. So in other words, we're telling you about our God. Let me give you the rundown. Let me give you the rundown about our God. He have testimonies, things that he have shown and that he have done. In instances where he have shown and he have saved. He have done this. These are all the testimonies of the things that he have done. That he's guaranteed that he's able to save, will save, have saved, and is going to save. But let's just say, for an instance, let's just say, he decided that he doesn't want to. We still not going to go against his oath. So in other words, we are willing to die to keep his oath. Not disobey it, but to keep his oath and hold on to it. We are willing to die to keep his oath. See, that's the kind of attitude that you got to have when you are committed to him. But when you're committed to self, you'll falter. You'll find excuses. You'll find other ways not to finish the task that he'll put before you. But you got to put in your mind that I ain't going to never stop. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to give up, because he never gave up on me. He's trusted me, and I'm going to trust him. I'm going to keep his oath. I'm going to keep his oath. I am willing to die holding on to what he promised me. I'm willing to die for a commandment that he told me to keep. I'm willing to die for it. That's how much I love him. I don't even see any danger. All I see is he said, thou shalt not bow down to any other gods. I ain't going to do it. That's all I see. That's all I know. I don't see anything else. You can say you're going to a fiery furnace. You can say, I'm going to make a dragon eat you. I'm going to throw you into a river of crocodiles. I don't see that. I don't see that. All I see is he tells me, don't bow down and worship any other God. That's all I see. Because if you begin to see any other way, you're going to fail. You're going to fail. But he's showing you here. The map is here. It is so plain. Even if you put it in Braille, a blind person can read it. And you got individuals that can see with their eyes, these here, and they can hear with their ears, and they can't even see this. They can't see it. They can't see the commitment. They can't see the unwavering love. Here are 3 individuals that knows that he says, thou shalt not bow down and worship any other God. Knows what he said. Now let's keep on. But if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will not, even if he does not, I'm going to die with his oath. That's why a person tells you, your words are worth $1 million. Don't tell somebody something that you're going to do if you're not going to back it up. God said he swore by himself. He made an oath by himself that every knee shall bow to him, and every mouth shall swear to him. See, so I'm telling you, you have to get this frame of mind. You have to get this frame of mind of taking God at his word. Don't let somebody else tell you what God says. Look and read and see what God said. God never said anything about no me. All of our ancestors always, when they was talking with the Most High, they said we and I. And then when it was brought back, it was said back and forth like that, me and my house. See that? But one has to look at the map that the Most High have left for us. You can't write your own script in here. You have to stick to the one that's in here. See, that's why he said don't add to it and don't take it. Don't add to it and don't take away. Don't add and don't diminish. Well, we gonna no, we my ass. No, do it like it's written. You gotta stay with the script. Because if you don't, you're hurting yourself and you're hurting others. Now let's keep on going. That we will not serve thy gods with an S, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. Then Nebuchadnezzar was full of fury, and the form of his vesture was changed against Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Therefore he spake and commanded that they should heat the furnace seven times more than it was wont to be heated. And he commanded the most mighty men, the best that he had, because the little frail ones couldn't go up there because the heat would have burned them up. So he sent the ones that he thought that could take the heat. But look what happened. There was in his army, and beat Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and cast them into the burning fiery furnace. And these men were bound in their coats, their hose, and their hats, their other garments, and were cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Therefore, because the king's commandment was urgent, and the furnace exceedingly hot, the flames of the fire slew those men that took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. The Most High killed them. Most High killed them. See, when you are willing to die for what God said, God will protect you. God will protect you. Because you have to remember, the life that you have, you didn't give it to yourself. He gave it to you. But see, we get it all twisted in this world that we live in, that we got to try to save our life. No, you can't save your life. He has to save your life. See that? But they was not concerned about their life. You know why? Because they know that God was the one that giveth life, and God is the one that taketh life. So why would you be concerned about saving your life if that word was true in your heart and in your soul and in your mind? The word is not there. That's why you fight. That's why you fight when it seems like death is on your door. You fight so hard because you don't know You may have heard of it, but you don't know it. You don't know it. Because if you knew it, you would do just like Moses did. Moses, it's time to die. There's the promised land over there. You see it? Yeah, I see it. Okay, Moses, come on. They walked off together having a conversation to die. Know why? Know why he wasn't struggling? Know why he wasn't wiggling it and pooting, and peeing and whatnot? Know why? Because he knew that God was the one that giveth life, and God is the one that taketh. Huh? Blessed be the name of the Lord. Yeah, see, once you get that in your heart, won't anything else out of bother you? It won't bother you. It won't. It has no meaning to you. And it's right here in the pages. He left this for us. To trust in him, no matter what the cost is. Because naked I came into this world, naked shall I leave. You didn't bring nothing in this world, neither did I. And when you leave here, and if I leave here before Elijah comes, which is why I doubt it, I don't think so, but I'm not going to take anything with me. Huh? So why would you let these things, get in the way of you serving the supreme God? The one that spoke and said, let there be. And then I look back again and it said, and so it was. That's the one that you should be focusing on. You should be focusing on how much money I can get, how I can do this. Yes, we need money. Yes, we need this and that. Yes, we need clothes on our back, but don't let that be your primary function. Let your primary function be in keeping the oath of God alive in your heart. Verse 23, and these three men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down. They 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 fell down, not to the golden image, but they fell down to their God and all of their troubles. They fell down on their knees and worship him. Huh? I ain't making this up. It's in the pages. Look what it says. Unto the midst of the fire, up in the midst of the burning fiery furnace. They fell down and worshiped God in all of their adversity. Everything that was against them, they looked at it as, well, it's nothing. Because I'm going to keep the oath that my God told me to keep. Now, if that ain't trusting in God, I don't know what is. Huh? Are you able? Are you willing? Do you think you are capable of still falling down and worshiping your God in the midst of all of your adversity? As they say, when everything have turned south. Are you willing? Because that is what it's going to take to prove to God that you love him. Because you can talk all day. See, talking is easy. But when it really gets down to showing God how much you love him, are you able? Are you willing? See, because You got to have a willing heart. But if you ain't got nothing up there in that heart, what good is the will if you don't have anything up there to use? You got to have this in there. That no matter what, I'm not going to break my oath. I'm not going to break the oath that you gave me. You told me don't do it, and I'm not going to do it. See that? So family, we're going to close there, okay? We're going to close there, but we're going to pick back up on our next teaching. Now, we stopped at verse 23, and we're going to pick up on verse 24, all right? So now we're going to pick up on that, all right? Now, God's word is in time. God's word is in time. So now, what are you going to do with it? On this Sabbath, what are you willing to do with God's word? Are you willing to keep it and honor it like it's precious that it is? Because his word is life. It's not death, it's life. It is life unto us. But anyway, we say happy Sabbath. We love you, family. We love you. From all the family of Levi, we love you. You know how we do it at the end of the broadcast. We come together with one voice and one mind on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. One word, one God, one people, one love. All praise. Until our next Sabbath, family, we say we love you, family. Shalom.